okay? So, if you guys want to, please take out a notebook right now, because some of these things that I'm going to say may be helpful to you. I'm also going to give like a hands-on demonstration of how to breathe, like breathing techniques. So yeah, guys, we're just going to get to it. Nothing to it but to do it. I hope everybody is having a good day, good night, good time, good weekend, whenever you are to receive these lovely messages, okay? So, here we are. So, a lot of people may not know what chakras are. As I said, chakras are energetic fields and frequencies within our bodies. It starts from the top and on down to the root of your pelvis area, okay? So everybody knows that your body is a temple. Your body is home, okay? So these are the things that we need to pay attention to, because our body lets us know when we're not feeling good, how we're feeling, if it's imbalanced, if it is sick, if it is healthy, if it is good, if it feels good, if it doesn't feel good. These are the things that are going to let you know, okay? So, here we go. So we have the crown chakra. Guys, if you want to look this up, on what a chakra actually looks like, they have an image of male or female, I don't really know, but it's like an image of a silhouette, and they have the points of the chakra, so starting from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to tell you guys and elaborate on what these chakras are, so that you can get more familiar about it in your body, and find a sense of calmness, and yeah. So as I said, we have the crown chakra. The crown chakra would be your head, okay? So right here, your dome, okay? So it's about self-knowledge, mind, okay, of course, pineal gland, hair. The color of this chakra is violet, so purple, you know what I mean? So if you could get like a, what color would, well, of course, a purple crystal, but I mean, I would consider amethyst being a crystal of protection, but I also have a crystal Bible, so it has like a lot of crystals inside, so it'll tell you which ones to use, especially if you are doing some Reiki or meditation healing where you are laying down. So you would put this violet crystal on your head, okay? So it what it does is it aligns you with this crystal, and the crystal has healing abilities. Of course, especially if it's a real one. Always make sure that your crystals are real, okay? Because crystals come naturally from the ground, all right? So it's healing properties inside of the ground. This is why if you're spiritual, you would like to go outside and put your feet in the grass and get more grounded, touch the trees and things like that. And see, that's the type of stuff that I like to do. A lot of people frown upon it, think it's crazy or whatever, but you do what makes you feel good, and nature makes me feel good. Touching, feeling, I love being grounded and, just feeling like nature. I love it. So, it's a sense of peacefulness with your mind, having a peace of mind. It comes with non-attachment here. Non-reactive response, okay, at oneness, okay, and allowingness, compassion, and harmonious. So these are all the things that come with the head, okay? So again, as I told you guys, that chakras are of alignment, and it's literally a line, okay? So it's going down, it's like a line. So the second one that we have is our third eye chakra. The third eye chakra is the center. So basically right here in the middle between your brows. It's vision, intuition, it's your psyche, seeing these. I would say the crown and the third eye chakra, by it being so close together, it has a lot, like a lot of similarities. So you know, like the expression of the crown chakra is I am, and the expression of the third eye chakra is I know. Take your time, guys, write this down. You know, it's a lot, but like explaining it's a lot, but when you're actually doing it, it's really nothing. Okay, it just takes patience, that's all. So with your third eye chakra comes wisdom. It's with your eyes, has to do with your eyes, your nervous system, clairvoyance, psychic, subtle awareness. Okay, and this color of the third eye chakra is indigo. So indigo and like a blue, you know, it's like so weird, guys, because I can actually, because I'm like an art freak, I can actually like see two colors and mix them together in my mind and come out with the color. I don't know, I just always was like that. It was so weird, but I love it, you know. It's like the color spectrum. You guys, or the color wheel, if you guys know what that is. But so yeah, the color is indigo. So basically what you would do is you would get, if you're doing, like I said, meditation again, you're going to get an indigo crystal, and you're going to place it right here in the middle of your or you can place it, you know, right here, or you can, you know, if you have like a crystal, if you're doing a crystal, like I said, the crown and the third eye, they're very close to each other, so you can place both of them, you know, like right here, space, you know, between each other. So, you know, it's nothing big, you know, I'm just saying. Yeah, so the third eye chakra is basically like, you know, psychic abilities and your intuition and things like that, to tap into. So when you tap into these chakras, you can actually get these gifts. See, everybody has it, but some people use it for the wrong reasons. Some people don't know how to tap into it, but I'm telling you how, you know what I mean? So it'll be more comfortable, you know. When it comes to this type of stuff, I actually would do, like, I would watch something, you know, maybe on YouTube first before I actually, like, don't go to like some type of chakra group or something like that, because it's too much energy at one time. You need to do this by yourself, figure it out a few times, and then maybe join groups before you do that, because, you know, the more people you have around you, the more energy that you're collecting. So being by yourself is definitely a good thing, and also especially if you are getting to know your individual self. Okay, so we have throat chakra. Throat chakra is self-expression, speaking, vocals, words, vibration, Mercury, that's the planet that this falls under, releasing, communication, communicating feelings. This expression of this one, so crazy, but it's called I express. Okay, so of course the throat chakra, when you feel your throat right now, like guys, do it right now, feel your throat, okay? So feel your throat, and it has like a vibration to it, right? So everything that we are aligning right now has a vibration, and this one is like more bold, I would say, because you can actually feel it, you know what I mean? So yes, back to what I was saying, the creativity has to do with your throat chakra, speaking up, your life force, healing. Yeah, so these are things that are dealing with more of the throat chakra. Also, when it comes to mantras, guys, we're going to talk about that, but I just wanted to bring this up just for a small, you know, little segment here. When it comes to mantras, with dealing with the throat chakra, I don't know, this is why you can see monks doing this. They have this healing ability. It's like Om, okay? It's OM. So they'll say like Om, Like they'll do that, and like it's a vibration, and it also vibrates for your whole body here. Okay, so yeah, okay. So we have the heart chakra. The heart chakra, of course, is in your heart space, right? So this consists of self-love, love, heart, obviously, emotion, feeling, trust, breathing, allergies, immune system. This expression of the heart chakra is I love, okay? So I love, of course, you know what I mean? The heart chakra. So it's to give and to receive, or receive without giving, you know what I mean? And this is coming into a balance of, if someone's not given to you, you have the balance of not feeling deprived or negative about it. I mean, you know, not to do it again, you know what I mean? But it's a healing factor that you would have to keep balance within yourself, because everybody experiences this in your lifetime, where you'll give to someone and they're not giving back, you know. But it's a place where you can come inside of yourself in a frequency, like balance, of where you won't feel off balance about this person not doing that, because then that holds on to things, you know, grudges and things like that. Like I'm telling you guys, it's very deep when it comes to chakras and healing, okay? So we have being flexible, open to new people, because if your heart is closed, if your heart chakra is not open, you will not be experiencing new people or experiencing them with love. You get what I mean? We have ideas, coping with loss, balance, as I said here. All right, so you know, when it comes to the heart chakra, you can definitely, like, especially with body language, you can kind of see who's closed off and who's open, you know what I mean? Usually people who are more open, like their heart is open, they don't fold their arms all the time, or they aren't so closed off or so like guarded. Like everything about the stance of it is like, you know, folding their arms, you know, hiding their heart, you know, like a literal block. Like this is like the body language of it. So the heart chakra is definitely more, I would say, very important to work on. Like that's like a main, to me, it's one of, well, you know, everybody has different, you know, things that they need to work on, or things that they need to protect within their chakras. So my heart chakra is like one of the things that I mainly target, you know, when it comes to me. That's just me, you know. You guys may, when you meditate, you may feel different, or, you know, you may be tapped in more to your head chakra, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's no bad thing, you know, it's just the things that you know, that you know, pay more attention to, I would say. So we have the solar plexus chakra. This is like under the chest, okay? So it is about will and strength, to trust. This is self-definition, like self-identification, knowing yourself, your authenticity, who you are as an individual, okay? Identity. This has to deal with digestion, your digestive system here, willpower, control over self versus others, all right? This has to deal with beliefs, details, constructive versus self-criticism, okay? Thoughts, perfection here, all right? So like I said, this is a chakra that is below the chest. So this is where you'll place a crystal, and this stone is yellow. I didn't say that about the heart chakra. Sorry about that. It's the color is green, okay, when it's dealing with the heart chakra. So you will place a green chakra crystal on your heart when you're doing these meditations, okay? So this expression is I can, okay? So it's just, you know, the will and the strength to go and do things, okay? Control over yourself, and, you know, constructive versus self-criticism. And like I said, thoughts and perfection. And like I said, guys, as you can tell, it's like the things that I'm saying are repetitive because we're aligned. So some of these things are also connected, you know what I mean? Of course. So we have the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is self-gratification. Follow what feels joyful and makes you happy, okay? This color is orange. The expression of this chakra is I feel, okay? So this chakra could do with your spleen, ovaries, urinary tract, kidneys, feelings, emotional needs, boundaries, trust, warmth, intimacy, attachments, letting go, addiction, pleasures, joys, beginnings and endings here. And so this is below the navel, okay? So it's below the navel and it's very close to the root chakra, but that's the next one, okay? So, yeah, when it comes to your sacral chakra, these are the things that are more so like your emotional needs. This is your gut feeling. This is, you know, what you feel in your gut. You know how some people would get like different triggers when it comes to knowing something is not right, or you feel like something is not right. Like if you knew you weren't supposed to, and this is like an example for me that I knew I had a feeling that I wasn't supposed to park on the street, okay, and next thing I know, I got a ticket, you know what I mean? So it's just like having like those gut feelings about something, like, oh, I know I shouldn't be here. And like I said, it's all aligned because you can get that from your third eye, and you can also get that from your head, your crown chakra. But some people are different, you know, as I said, you know, some people's targets are different, you know. So, yeah, we have the root chakra. So the root chakra is the last chakra, so it's the seventh chakra, and it's about self-preservation, a safe place to have trust, groundedness. The color of this chakra is red, okay? So the expression of this chakra is I do. So this has to involve with sex, the reproductive system, the rectum, the tailbone, safety, sexuality, groundedness, physical energy, things like that. So usually when it comes to the root chakra, these are things that are more connected to how we feel like sexually and things like that. So I just wanted to give an example. You know how they have the downward dog? It's a yoga position. It has to where your tailbone is up. See, when you're doing yoga and meditation, it kind of all, like I said, it's all one and the same. So whether you're meditating, you're doing yoga, it's all basically calming practices, spiritual practices. So so what you're doing is basically hitting points. Like, you know how you'll have, if you ever see someone meditating, you'll see them have their index finger with their thumb connected together, because these are energy focal points of where when you focus on these things or these points, they send like a center, like a calmness to you. And by your thumb being like the main, you know, it's kind of, I don't really know how to explain it, guys. Like I said, like it's more so hands-on with me, more so than explaining, but it's like your thumb is like the source to your hand, you know what I'm saying? So when it's connected and you connect these two together, it's a vibration that goes within your body to where it symbolizes, or it brings a sense of calmness. Like it's like senses, you know what I mean? And also some people would use two fingers, their index and their middle finger also, to tune into the thumb, and the thumb regulates through, it's just like blood flow. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's like vibration is like blood flow. It's all through our bodies from the top to the bottom, okay? So kind of like picture it as that, you know, blood flow, where it's just like all through your body, because that's what it basically is. As I was saying, you know, getting to or learning about chakras and how they work and things like that, it's really important to, they also have like yoga positions. Like usually when you are dealing with heart chakras, you want to sit up, have your chest exposed to openness. So you would usually do this outside, you know, it will feel more grounding for you. You know, this is just me, my preference. Some people may like inside, some people may like being outside, you know, just all how you feel about it, you know. So I'm going to talk about or give a couple of definitions on some things as far as healing and body tactics. So one of them is called catharsis, okay? Catharsis is negative emotions, so like sadness, anger, grief, things that you were, or things that you have buried, that are brought to the surface and expressed, okay? So that's a very good thing. Some people use therapists for this. Some people use, you know, healers, like, you know, some type of professional, you know, help, you know, doctors or whatever the case may be. But this definition of it, it's just, you know, bringing things to the surface that were buried deep down inside, okay? So this could have a lot to do with your heart chakra, also your sacral, okay? So we have clairaudience. And if some people may not know what clairaudience is a psychic gift of hearing at a vibrational level. It's beyond human perception, okay? So this is throat chakra. Of course, you know how you can feel the vibrations. Some people can feel vibrations through standing next to you, like I can, because me being an empath, I can feel everything. It's like vibrations, you know. I really can't explain it if you don't really know, or you haven't, or you're not really that tapped in. But I'm literally trying to explain the best way that I can. Sometimes your gift isn't, you can't explain it, you just have it, you know what I mean? But it's like a gift of vibrations where you could hear like very small vibrations. Usually people who are really good at their clairaudience abilities are musicians. You know, they hear very well with tunes and things like that, you know. So we have clairvoyance, okay? Clairvoyance is another thing. Clairvoyance is a psychic gift of seeing beyond what is commonly available to human perception, activated at the brow chakra, so your third eye, okay? So your third eye, and basically these are psychic abilities, intuition, things like that. You can channel this if you actually sit with yourself. Some people have a gift of, you know, it's like levels to it. Some people have a small level and some people have a higher level, like they're very in tuned and things like that. So yeah, some people have this gift where it's like super heightened, and some people have it to where it's like low, you know what I mean? But your body always tells you, you know, what's going on. That's why I said, guys, it's very important to stay aligned with yourself and know your chakras and know these spiritual things about yourself, you know? Because, you know, to be honest, like, your body is really fucking cool, you know? I love science. Science is like my favorite subject, you know. I loved it, loved everything about it. I loved the mystery of it. I loved finding out things, learning about things, and scientific methods, and I just loved everything about it, you know what I mean? It just kind of raised the eyebrow for me, because it's never 100% like, you know, you can never get, it's like there's always something to learn about it, you know what I'm saying? And I always love things like that. I love to learn. So science was definitely one of the biggest things. And then I love to learn about the human body and what it can do, and you know, the heights of being a human being. It just always excited me. I don't know, you know. But yeah, that was the psychic clairvoyance, as being psychic, having a gift, things like that, right? So we have hands-on healing. All right, so we have touching someone while speaking, or like, you know, if I'm touching you and I'm saying something, or if I cry, or if I, you know, speak to you and it really gets to you, like, oh, that was kind of deep, you know what I mean? So it's like the vibrations, like I said. And there's also like, you know, somebody can say something to you that can heal you, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, it all aligns together, guys, as if you go to a therapist, you know, things like that. So yeah, we have thinking of healing areas that are imbalanced, or you feel is where there's discomfort. Okay, so some use hands-on, like touching, you know what I mean, like giving out hugs, you know, to feel a healing sense of measure. Some people do kissing, you know, as a healing measure. You know, some people do it sexually for healing measures. You know, through insertion or releasing, you know what I mean? With that though, you just really have to be careful with that healing ability. It's just energy can be a sort of a hands-on ability by just being a comfort to someone who is just around you. You know, you could be around someone who just has that healing energy, you know what I mean, and has like this certain peace to them, and you know what I mean, things like that. But what I was getting to is when I said this hands-on healing is some people use sex, you know, for a healing ability, and which is not a good thing, especially if you are a person who is aligned, you know, with your chakras and everything, and you're dealing with someone, or you have sex with someone who is not aligned. Only thing that you will be doing is picking up their unhealed traumas and things like that, and their energy, and replacing it with yours. So you'll feel depleted while they'll feel good, you know what I mean? And it's temporary, but that's just how it is, you know. It's like an energy exchange. So, you know, guys, be careful with that. So where are we? 29 minutes in. Cool. So be very mindful of your own energy. Guys, please understand, like literally understand what I'm saying and listen to what I'm saying. Be very mindful of your own energy. This is how you will be aware if you are under any spiritual attacks, spells, demonic influence, your chakras aren't aligned, your energy is off, or you need a recharge. You would know if your thoughts are intrusive, meaning thoughts that invade your natural thought process. If you know you're a natural positive person and you randomly feel or think about very negative thoughts out of nowhere, check in with yourself from what you may have consumed with eating, or what you put into your body, what you watch, what you're around, what you listen to, okay? So I know, like, you know, we naturally would have negative thoughts sometimes, but I mean the intrusive thoughts of where they're demonic, like someone telling you to unalive yourself and things like that. Like, this is where you need to align, because it's not your energy. That's someone literally sending that to you, okay? So be careful. This is why I say it's very important for you to know how you regulate on an everyday basis, opposed to someone intruding, like, or invading your privacy, okay? So people do this, guys, so I just need you to know that. So continuing, you can eat and listen and be around people that stimulate you, or some things that are not good for you, but the thing is having a balance. Like, if you drink, don't overdrink, you know what I mean? Have a balance between it, you know. Don't overdo it, you know what I mean, because you're literally depleting yourself, okay? So Also, listen to your body. It's all about keeping a balance, as I said before. However, really pay attention to what your body and your energy is telling you, because it does not lie. Your energy does not lie, and your body does not lie to you. Your body will literally let you know if you are sick, or you don't feel good, or this feels good, or it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? So this is how you find out a lot about yourself, your surroundings, what you like, what your body likes, what your energy likes, who you are, who and what gives you good energy, positive and negative aspects of you, and what you need to work on. And this consists of like traumas, triggers, and what makes what makes you feel off. You know what I mean? So I have a few questions, guys. So if you guys want to write these down, if you can answer these questions confidently, okay, you are. If you can't answer these questions confidently, sorry, you're off energetically, all right, and you are unaware of yourself. So meditate to get clear thoughts and feel. And these questions will get uncomfortable. Like I said, meditating and things, people think like it's a sense of peace, and it is a sense of peace, but especially when if you do it on a regular basis, it would be. But it's like if you're just starting off, it literally does hit a few triggers within you to where you will feel uncomfortable, because you're working on your shadow side. These are things that you hid deep down inside that sometimes you didn't even know that you had. And it's okay. There's no reason or way to feel scared or be fearful about it. These are just things that you had to bring to the surface in order for you to move on. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to change and be a better person. That's what I'm saying, okay? So here are the questions. I want you guys to write these down. What makes you uncomfortable? Okay? What makes you triggered? What are your triggers? What makes you happy? What makes you feel good? What doesn't make you feel good? Okay? And what makes you sad? So, there's some more questions I also had. What would your new self, like who you are now today, say to your old self? If you can't find out what advice to tell your old self, it is a sign that you haven't escaped things of your past. Don't be quick to ignore. Usually your mind would send you a signal or a thought of something of the past you haven't acknowledged, okay? So if you ask yourself this, like, what would your new self say to your old self? Usually it would take you back to a point of where there was a trauma, or there was something like traumatic that you had to get over, or like some type of obstacle that you had to get over. So it would take you there, and it naturally, or in some cases, a lot of cases, it will bring you to a point of where there's still hurt, or there's something that you've hidden that you haven't brought to surface yet, but it will bring it. That's why I say listen to your body. Your body is telling you what you are hiding. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you'll store it so long, you'll forget about it, toss it, put it in your trash bucket inside of your body, and think that it's gone, but it's not. It's still there. You just haven't dug through it and tried to get through it. So this is what your body is telling you to do in order for you to move forward, okay? It doesn't want to be in that place, but it's literally you against you. You know what I'm saying? It's not you against anybody else. It's not you against your trauma or your past. It's literally you against you, your old self, okay? So if you're going to have competition with anyone, have competition with yourself, okay? Because we alone as people, we all go through traumatic experience and things like that. So it's literally us against us, our bodies, ourselves. You know what I mean? So, where was I? Okay, don't be afraid to channel that emotion. It is only fear, and fear is an illusion. Now it's time to align and meditate and it all will come back into alignment, okay? So if you're so used to tricking your mind to the negative way of thinking, why wouldn't you trick your mind to a positive way of thinking? It feels lighter. It's way better. It's not saying throw that shit away. No, it's what I'm saying is transmuting it. You know, so if you know that you feel negative about something, change it make it a positive instead of looking at it. Like, change your perception about it, you know. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's just the thought process of it. Why feel so negative or think so negative about it? It was meant to happen, obviously. You know, we're human beings. These things happen, you know, and this is what it takes for us to get over that, okay? So, okay. So like I said, if you're used to tricking yourself to be negative, trick yourself into being positive, okay? However, don't get attached to either of these thought processes, because it can lead to feeling let down or let down by expectations. So basically, it's very good to think positive, right? But sometimes, in some cases, things don't happen the way that we want it to happen. So, meaning, if you go somewhere, you know you're going to have a good time, and something happens to where it alters your energy. You know what I mean? It's the expectation. Like, oh, I just knew I was going to have a good time. I knew I was going to have fun. It's like you can transmute that, you know, but don't be so reliant on something not to happen. You know what I mean? Like, things just happen randomly. It just spontaneously does. You know what I mean? So we can't control that, is what I'm saying. So that's why attachment is not good, because it's really, when it comes to attachment is the only thing that makes us kind of feel left out or feel avoided or feel you know, things of that emotion. We're not supposed to really be attached to anything, and that's because being attached to something, we feel like we need it all the time, and we as people, we don't need anything. We want these things, okay? So you know, when it comes to parenting, you know, well, let's just say we're all going to die one day, okay? We all know this. Everything is going to die one day, okay? So it's not good to have attachment. That's why it's called for us to live in this moment and experience things, you know what I mean? So having attachments, like, for an example, you know, as being a parent, or how you are with your parents, you know, when you get older, you have to eventually leave the house. The umbilical cord is cut. It's like you learned attachment so early on in life, and you just don't realize it. Like, literally starting from birth, when they cut the umbilical cord. Now they're trying to start over again, to where you have to raise and then you detach again. And then here you are having your own, where you would have to do this and then detach, you know. And even having a partner, if your partner, you know, God forbid, they get sick or something like that and they pass away, that's detachment, you know. But see, the thing is knowing these things, so you won't have an expectation like, you know, this person's going to be there forever and this is not. No, they're not, you know what I mean? So that's just a healthy way and the perspective of looking at things, but it's really the truth. But you know, I get it, you know, especially when it came to attachment issues and things like that. You don't want people to leave out of your life because you feel like you'll never get this attachment again, but you will. But the best thing to have is yourself. Like, that's the most important thing, is to know yourself. Be happy with yourself. So anyone that comes towards you, or anything that's outside of that, would just be an add-on and not, you know what I mean? So it just works like that, guys. So we're gonna make it a thing to normalize checking yourself, okay? Let me get back to what I was going to say. Okay. Okay, so when I was saying as far as, the expectations of not being attached to things, just make sure there is a balance, so that you won't be attached to these things. And being centered, rather things work out for you or they don't work out. However, just don't give up on yourself. Sometimes it's not the right timing or not right for you or for you, okay? And you would know this by actually acknowledging your feelings and knowing they're yours by your higher self and not your lower self, okay? So praying also is a big thing as well. If you guys are, religious or spiritual, take how it resonates for you. Some people use mantras, whatever helps you get closer to your higher self, all right? I don't know if I picked up on that, but I definitely wrote that down as far as mantras. But yeah, some people use mantras, whatever helps you get closer to your higher self. But in order to get to your higher self and your higher state of being, you have to acknowledge your traumas, okay? And the things that make you uncomfortable, weaknesses, pains, hurts, sadness, your shadow side. It's better to know these things yourself and acknowledge, okay? And take accountability rather than have someone get on your ass about it, you know what I mean? Because if you're like me, you don't like anybody to tell you about yourself, okay? So it's kind of why I rely on a source, higher source, God, to tell me these things about myself, because anybody else is like I don't listen to, because it's just like, who the fuck, no, but it's not a good way to think, because it doesn't matter. Like, everybody has wisdom, so it's also good. It's like I said, it's a balance. Pick up on the things that you resonate with and drop the things that you don't resonate with. You're not going to agree with everybody. You're not going to understand everybody. You're not going to be in line with everybody. So go with what makes you happy. When it comes to advice, you know what I mean? Like I said, you have some younger people who have good advice, and you have some older people who have good advice. But it has no age. Like, to me, wisdom has no age, okay? But yeah, just as far as like acknowledge some things within yourself, because if you're not the type of person that likes people to tell you about yourself or whatever the case may be, make sure you check yourself, and literally check yourself. And like, this is what I'm saying, like, as far as chakras and healing yourself, getting to know yourself and coming aligned with yourself, finding out where those triggers are. Why are you even triggered? Why are you feeling this way? You know what I mean? So get your shit together. I tell myself the same thing, so I'm not perfect, guys. So yeah, that is basically what I wanted to talk about. Okay. So also, okay, I'll just get to it. The hands-on part. When it comes to meditating, all right? So usually some people are on the floor. I usually like to be on the floor when this, is going on. And some people would have music playing in the background. Calm music, soft music, healing music, chakra music, whatever. Rainforest, some people use rainforest, water, wind, they have these apps and things that come with these type of frequencies here. It's all a vibration, right? So what I would like to do is sit down and imagine myself in this protective bubble, right? So I have this huge protective bubble around me. So I feel protected, I feel safe, I feel like no one can interfere. It's all me, it's my energy, no one can get inside of this bubble. So I feel powerful inside of this bubble, right? So with that, I imagine that I have this ball, right? So it's this ball that's in front of me, And this ball has strings attached to it. And with these strings, I label the strings as positivity, love, happiness, and joy, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be those, but these are higher vibration frequencies that I want to channel, that I want to consume, okay? So if I'm feeling negative, or if I'm feeling something that is not mine, or an intrusive energy that is not mine, I transmute it. And so, like I said, I place these things connected to this ball, and when I'm inhaling these things, as far as everything that I just named, I release it. I release everything that is not that. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, it's a transmutive energy. So to know how you feel. And also, if you're doing chakra, your chakra healing, when you are in a meditative state, your body will literally show you the triggers, or make you feel the vibrations or the triggers within your body to let you know what's going on. So sometimes when people meditate, it makes their head hurt, you know, and this is only just for, this is like momentarily, and it's your body telling you you're either stressed out, you know, you need to relax or whatever. But here are the breathing treatments. So I want you guys to go through these things with me, and you will definitely tell the difference after we do these. So I usually do, when I'm inhaling, I usually inhale for about 8 seconds to 10 seconds. If you're a newbie, you can do 6. Depends on how your breathing is, you know what I mean? So if I'm sitting down and I'm calm and in my own little bubble, remember, we have these positive things that we want to bring into our lives, and we want to transmute that from the negative, right? So the breathing technique, I'm going to show you how to breathe. Now when you're breathing in, I want you to inhale, right? So we're going to inhale. And exhale. Okay? So did you just see how calm I got from just doing that one? And so when you're inhaling, guys, you inhale through your nose, not your mouth. So your mouth should be closed. So when you're inhaling, as I said, inhale through your nose, and you're going to exhale through your mouth. And when you are doing this, always make sure you're doing this from the guts, your sacral, okay? Do this from your sacral. That is your 6th chakra. So do this from your 6th chakra. You're going to inhale. So and you're going to exhale, okay? So when you're exhaling, it's like you're blowing out a candle, or blowing out like a birthday cake. Just imagine you blowing out a birthday cake and you're making a wish. Because remember, you still want all of these good things to come to you. You still want all of these positive feelings, right? So it's like making a wish. It's like releasing the negative and making a wish with the positive, okay? So like I said, like, guys, these are all psychological. It's the same thing, you know, like pain, everything, the shit is all psychological, okay? These are things that we went through, but we are not meant to attach to these things. We're just meant to experience these things. It makes us better, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do it again. If you guys want to do it with me, you're more than welcome. Come on. So we're going to inhale for 8 seconds, all right? So So I know you guys definitely seen the difference. Like, you can definitely tell the difference in my whole aura now of how calm I am, especially in the inside. You know what I mean? And this is why I say, guys, it's very important to feel this way and to have this sense of calmness in yourself, because it's so much shit going on. so much, but it's so important to be aligned with yourself and your own energy and to know who you are. Okay? So these are just the tips that I have, you know what I mean? I'm not a professional, I'm not a therapist, I'm not any of that. I just know how to heal, okay? You know, when it comes to things that, you know, we're hiding, you know, or that was hidden deep down inside, and, you know, these are things that were helped to make us better people and not stay in that negative energy or that, you know, mindset, you know what I mean? So I hope that I actually can get some of you guys to meditate now and focus more on your body, focus more on your energetic fields, you know, knowing your energy opposed to other people's energy, because it's very important. I wanted to show you guys, it's such an ugly picture, but I went to Psychics and Holistics Fair. I actually had 2 of these. One, my first time going, was so funny. I don't know, I probably talked about this before on one of my videos, but I actually went to this place and got my aura done, and it came out to white. It was like pure white and had like purple, like a little purple in there. So when I had got my aura, the guy, he saw the picture and he's like, here's your picture, and then he was just like, are you God or somebody? And you know, I just cracked up, like I cracked out. I was just like laughing so hard because I'm just like why would he even say that? But seeing the definement or the definition of what these auras consisted of and the colors, you know, it was divinity, you know, like you're very close to divinity and the divine and your higher self, you know. So it made me feel really good, you know. And like definitely, like I know I am not God, no, at all, but I definitely work for him, you know. Whatever he wants me to do, I'm loyal to the T, okay. So the second one that I got actually had some color this time, okay. So we had blue. I'll show you the picture. No. But so the color is blue, and which is signifying caring, a healer, helpful, supportive, and loving. Which is me, okay? It's so me. But yeah, it's like, you know, when you get these readings and you actually know yourself and you're actually like this person, like you really are this type of person, it just makes you feel good. And like you don't need the recognition, it's not about the validation, but to actually see it in person, it's just like, wow, you know what I mean? And like I said, I can read the auras and things, like I can read my auras through my hands, but to actually see it like in this form is what I'm saying. But yeah guys, it's just very important to like work on yourself, because you actually feel better, you actually feel good about yourself, you actually, you know, let go of some shit, you actually can release some shit, you know, and it feels good, you know, to be in your own energy opposed to intrusive or invasive ass people, you know. That's why it's really important to protect your energy. If you go out, you know, you're in a large crowd, get you a protective stone, protective crystal, you know. Some people don't really like stuff like that, but I do, you know. So for the people who want to and have an open mind, you know, get your crystal, like, you know, this, and, you know, sage it up. Don't ever put a crystal on you that you just bought, you know, without saging it and blessing it yourself, okay? Put your good energy into the crystal. Look up the definements of the definitions of the crystal, see what the healing properties are, and speak it into your crystal, you know, so that you can have these abilities, you know what I mean? Also, like I said, if you're going to large crowds and things like that, and if you're the type of person like me, you're an empath and you feel everything and you feel energies and things like that, it's okay to leave, you know. You're just overwhelmed, you're socially overwhelmed with people and things like that. Because I know I can't be somewhere for a very long time around a lot of fucking people, because it's just like, woo, God, like this person, this is not, they're going through this, and this person is going through that, this is that, and just like you pick it up, it's just like, ugh, no thanks, okay? And this is why I like to be by myself, you know, but I like to help the people from, you know, virtually. It's fine, you know what I mean? Or when I can. But however, those are the techniques. Oh, there's also a few things that I wanted to name that are helpful when you are doing meditations or doing your chakra healing and cleansing. You can use sage. It's a herb. Here's a little piece of it, a little piece of sage. You can get sage from kind of like anywhere nowadays. Like, you know, they have sage everywhere, and that's why I say, like, just be careful with where you buy your stuff from, because people literally put energy onto things. And you know, pray before you buy these things, even candles, and you know. But get you some sage. All right. And for me personally, I have singing bowls. Singing bowls are also another tool of healing and alignment here. Breathing techniques. I'm just showing you guys, you know, what to do as far as how to heal yourself and things like that. So I hope I was helpful to someone. As I said, I hope you guys get aligned with yourself and feel your own energy and feel you for the first time, or you know, come to, even if it's just 10 minutes out of your day, like at least take that out of your time. You're special, you know, you deserve that 10 minutes. Even if you have kids, you know what I mean, like get them busy, turn on a cartoon or something like that, but make sure that you take out the time for yourself, because if you're not good, the children won't be good. Or if you're not good and you're a person that holds on a foundation, you know, do it with your partner. You know, it's very, very intimate. That's a very intimate thing, to heal yourself with your partner. But you know, if you don't want to collect those energies, or you know, you guys aren't on the same page of alignment, then do it yourself. You know, but always take out that time for yourself to come to some type of alignment, you know, balance, because it's very much so worth it, guys. Okay, so that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. You know, I'm open. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. We got some juice, we got some stuff going on. All right, so